Oh, he's gonna run into a timeout situation, and Remy has
the recovery!
Oh my god!
It really makes no sense, but then it does. Right then, after 2018, Scythe has gotten a boost on its play rate. It was an already interesting, filled with potential weapon, and once Sansar happened, well. And then Pavelski happened again a couple of years later, and now we're here. Okay, let's face it, we all had our Scythe phase throughout our Brawlhalla career at some point. For me, it was back then in Plat. I had like the generic black default Mordex with fucking Skyforge weapons on my PS4 account. And today, well, it ain't that much different. So that's why, and because this person asked for it, we're gonna be giving it a first shot in today's video. Neutral Light is an upwards, front-facing swing with fixed force, low ending lag, and a crazy hitbox. Mainly serves the purpose of leaving your opponent airborne for you to either read or react to one of their 9 dodge options. Perfect as a combo starter, extender, and a safe move on miss. Now the next two moves have two different variants, a soft and a strong version. You'll see the hold text on screen when it comes to the strong one, and the tap for the soft one. Scythe Light is your second move that has fixed force, low ending lag, and a decent hitbox. It's a two-piece move with the second part being activated on hit and on input. It leaves your enemy airborne, but this time a little bit lower towards you, so you can easily react with a read or a reaction attack. Scythe Light has two purposes. At low health, it can be also used to set up your opponent for a dodge read, and at high health, is one of your kill options, though it's not as early as you might like it, or expected. D-Light is your long-range punishing tool, another two-piece move that activates on hit and on input, similar to Scythe Light and has about the same purpose, though D-Light is commonly used as a loop with reverse snare. D-Light also has two purposes just like Scythe Light. At low health, it serves as a string extender, and at high health, is your second main kill option. Perfect as an edge guard tool, since it can pick up people who are picking up on the edge. Same as the grounded attacks, you will see a text pop up on the screen indicating the type of variant I'll be talking about. A input means that the attack will be on its second variant, while no text means it's the normal one. Nair is an upwards front-facing grab that excels at being a read tool, starting strings, continuing strings, while Nair excels at mainly reversing your current situation on and off stage. It carries your opponent to the opposite direction you're going, and it has low force, so you'll mainly use it off stage to quickly get your opponent on a disadvantage state. Side Air is a front-facing slash that serves two purposes. At low health, it can be used as a string extender and a starter. At high health, it's your main kill option while on the air. The hitbox is really massive, so you can get away with pretty weird interactions. Down air is a downwards front-facing grab that excels at being a read tool, starting strings, continuing strings. On stage, it mainly leads into Sair or Nair or any grounded move for damage building, and off stage, it works as an option to push your opponents further into the blast zone. Down air is basically the same as Nair and Dair. Same advantages and disadvantages, I guess. And overall, it works about the same. The only difference is the angle it actually sends. Recovery is a multi-hit move that doesn't really go as far as other recoveries, but it does serve the purpose of being a consistent kill tool after a read with any of the before mentioned moves. Any. Ground Pound is probably one of the jankiest ground ball in the entire game, alongside Cannon Ground Pound, that is. Its hitbox is really weird, perfect if combined with a dash jump to catch your opponent off guard. It has different properties whether you hold the ground pound or you just tap it. I'd say it's really good overall. But back, you might say. Didn't you just copy a piece of text and then pasted it on basically every move? Well, yeah, basically, but for a good reason. Almost every move on Scythe can lead into each other, even recovery and ground pound. That and the many features that it has allows Scythe to have a bigger field of creativity. when it comes to gameplay. Not that other weapons with less tools don't have that kind of feel, but when it comes to Scythe, it's way more clear and you get to just give your imagination a little bit of real in that regard. That combined with the fact that those two pro players I mentioned at the start of the video popularized Scythe, or in this case, Mordex, I guess. It's no wonder it's probably the main weapon of focus for a lot of players. Either new players or just all players, or basically anyone at this point. As always, here's the weapon flowchart that I put on this kind of videos. And remember, take it with a big grain of salt this time. I do have every Scythe legend about or above level 30, but so do I on basically the entire cast at this point. There's like 2 legends that I don't have like up to level 30. Scythe really gains a lot of ground, or well, air too, against weapons who have linear recoveries, or rather, people that don't know how to mix their options, people that are predictable. Because yeah, it might be cool to look at Pavelski hit a Scythe clip on someone, it's cool to watch the 100th Scythe montage on YouTube get, 100k views over the same clip on different stages, but there's also the part of Scythe that doesn't require you to be a crackhead and press all the buttons, Use the perfect spacing, angle, and boom. You'll find yourself throwing your opponent off stage with 5 reverse nairs and they'll die at yellow or orange. It mainly struggles against weapons that get into dead zones with ease, and it has a bad time against weapons that outrange it if the player is good while doing so. And that also brings me to my final thoughts. Rather than training the same clip over and over again, try to get used to every or almost every situation on Scythe. This weapon is janky as shit, like everything about it. Get familiarized with its move and the force ranges depending on the health. It's one of those weapons with the highest, skill ceiling of the game, so it is for a good reason. So don't stick with what you know, go for more, and go for something smart. Don't just fucking spam the same thing over and over again, man. Feels good to be back, doesn't it? Well, that's something I can't say, because I often get myself dying by that one Sharkin Mordex that's using the Fenrir skin. Ugh, fucking... Thank you for watching.